Hello, hello, wherever and whenever you are. So I jumped back in here after about 5 years. This is my first video coming out. And what I wanted to do was jump into Etheria Restart, which had its global launch yesterday. I got super excited. Some of my favorite content creators are jumping in on it. So it's been super exciting to watch. It was super exciting to be a part of. And I have kind of a specialty deal that I tried to do back in War of the Visions, but the timing when I tried to do it coincided with some additional content they had released that made it to where it wasn't really going to be what I wanted it to be. And so I ended up just kind of abandoning the whole thing. That's not what this video is for. That I'll make a separate video for, and I'll release that one as well as soon as possible. I wanted to make this video yesterday and release it, but I ended up playing for about 17 hours yesterday because I pushed 2 accounts to the union level to try to start 2 different unions as part of this family of unions that I'm helping out with. So what I wanted to do this morning is just jump in, get this one knocked out, and then I will start recording for the special video, and then I'll be releasing that one today as well. So with that, this is just going to be a whole bunch of summons. So I love summoning. It's like the whole gotcha magic, right? And so what I wanted to do was share my summons with you guys, introduce myself, introduce a little bit of kind of what my account's going to look like. So the strategy that I was going for here was really to kind of ignore a lot of the advice that was given by a lot of people, right? And that was to just summon on the permanent banner. So I didn't want to build multiple different SSR DPS units for each individualized farming fight, right? And so what I decided to do was to target pull Messiah and go from there, right? And so that way I have basically the second best DPS in every aspect of the game, and an awesome PvP character, and just kind of build around him and then fill in whatever support characters I get, because there's just a ton of great support characters at all different levels from R all the way up to SSR. And with a limited number of resources we start, I wanted to focus my SSR resources on kind of an all-in jack of all trades, can clear a ton of content and progress my account as quickly as possible. So with that, let's jump in and see how we did. All right, so like I said, we're gonna do our first pull here, and this is the after Leon pull, right? So this is the first 10 pull the game forces you to do. Let's see. All right, so we start off with an R, and then boom, we get Mizuki Makoto, right? The brand new unit was not in the beta test. I really loved the beta test. Super excited to try out this unit, see what she can do. There wasn't a ton of info even in the pre-release notes about what her kit looked like, so I'm super stoked about this pull. Second unit we got after, Leon, so I guess technically third, but yeah, super excited to pull this one and kind of mess around with her and see what she can do. I don't know. If anybody's used her, let me know. I have not had a chance to build her yet. She was not part of my focus team yesterday. So we're back to getting R's here on the auto skip. More R's. More R's. More R's. There we go. All right. Another SSR. All right. Oh, not a bad pull, right? A couple of SRs on turn dot. Not really in my plan to build around with Messiah, but another SR is always a good thing to pull, right? You want to see knocking out as many of those characters as you can. So there we go. First pull, 2 SR pull. Not too bad. Just rolling a bunch of achievements here. Going to be a lot of those popping up on the top as we go through a whole bunch of pulls here. And then also I was taking the time here to kind of screenshot and show off that I had pulled Makoto on the Discord there as soon as we got started. So that was super fun. All right, so let's roll in here. So this is my kind of next batch of pulls here. So gonna go ahead and use our guaranteed summon here, SR or SSR, and see what we pulled here. And it's SR. So we're gonna go SR. What do we got? I know this was yeah, it's a Dorothy dupe. We pulled a Dorothy dupe with our guaranteed. That's awesome. Awesome, yeah. So account luck started really strong with our second pull. Yeah, not so much with our guaranteed ticket there. That was painful. That was painful. And moving on, we're going to go and start pulling on the permanent summon banner. All right, let's see here. CSR, who's it going to be? Chachi, Sybil, Andrew, number 41. It's good. Sybil, Ashu, Andrew, number 41. Dina, yes. Okay, so Dina is definitely on our team, our plan around Messiah. So Dina, epic pull, great there. Super excited about that. All right, we got 2 more 10 pulls here. Let's see. Another SR. Let's see who we're going to get with this one. Vice. Viper. Okay, awesome. Viper. So Viper is sort of later game needed for the stripping, but a super great stripper unit. So I'm excited about that. Some more R's here. Sybil. Dina dupe. Okay. All right. So double Dina already. That is okay. We want to build her. So dupes are fine. Dupes are fine for Dina. And our last 10 pull on this one here. Oh, yeah. Okay, SSR. Who do we get? What do we got? Number 41. Andrew. Vice. Number 41. Andrew. Here it is. Tsukiyomi. All right. Awesome. So Tsukiyomi pairs really great with Messiah. So that is awesome. So right now, our list is looking pretty good, right? We're going to go Messiah. We got Tsukiyomi. We've got Dina a couple of times. I'm super excited about where we're headed right here. It almost makes up for pulling that Dorothy dupe, which was not cool. All right. So we've got another 5 pulls here on our 10 pull, got another guaranteed pull. Let's see what we're going to get here with another guaranteed SSR. It is another SR. Who's he going to be here? Marvel. Awesome. Okay. I know he got nerfed right before the game released from the beta. Not super worried about that. He still does Marvel things, which is great. So not worried about that. Super excited to have Marvel. Okay, here we go. SSR. Who is it? Oh, right off the bat. Lingluo. Okay. So Lingluo, she's going to be super helpful, right? She's going to be super helpful. She's a guaranteed unit in 7 days, but hey, now I get to use her from day 1. So, we'll get the dupe at day 7, and I'm not upset about that. She'll be on my team all the time. So, especially early game, when you're trying to build up, having that healer in there can really help you survive some content and do some of these kind of slower burn fights when you don't really have everything you need to burn a fight down super quick. All right, SSR. Let's go. Sybil. Oh, here we go. Giada. All right. Not on my list. Love her design. She looks super awesome. Not okay. Sutomo. That's this one's not. It's a tough pull, right? I mean, you get an SR and an SSR, and neither one of them are really what we're looking for on our account. But can't be mad at an SR pull, right? So we'll take it. What do we get? Okay, SR. So we really, what we're really focused on here is these SRs, right? Because the SSRs are just so expensive to build, especially in the early game. And a Tsutomu again. Okay, now we got a Tsutomu dupe. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for, but Andrew, Ashu, see if we can get another one in here. Ashu, Andrew, and no. Okay, we just get the Tsutomu dupe. Okay, awesome. We'll dupe out Tsutomu and see if a super duped Tsutomu can be useful, right? All right, here we go. SR again. No full R pulls so far, so doing pretty good there. Andrew, Rin the Unbowed. Okay, also not on my list. Not one that I really messed with in the beta test. Yang. Okay, another one that I didn't really mess with. So, Sonya. Yes. Okay, here we go. Sonya is an excellent SR healer. Super excited about that. But a 3 SR pool, I mean, I'll take it. 2 of them, I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about. I haven't really used, but we have access to them, which is always a good thing, right? Things change, meta changes, new strategies come out. So we'll see. Okay, here's another SR pool. But yeah, we'll see what we think about those 2 units. If you guys have any tips for those 2 units, please just throw them on me, because I am, okay, Chachi the Guard. I've heard some usability out of him. I haven't used it myself. He's not on my list. So another unit that, hey, if you guys have any suggestions on how to use or how to build. Kazuyo the Reverie. Okay, now I know she has some definite utility in some of these fights, so I will have to brush up on that one. But hey, a 2 SR pool. I mean, hey, we're doing pretty good here. We're getting a bunch of units, not necessarily ones that are on my list, but it's a pretty short list. I'm trying to really just build like 5 units that can do pretty much anything. All right, so we got Ashu looking for the SR on this pull. Vice, Andrew, number 41, Chachi, number 41, Chachi, RC77. Okay, can't win them all, right? So single SR pull, we got RC77. It is what it is. All right, so let's see here. Now we're going to move into the Light's Judgment. Okay, we're going to start using our LD pulls here. And again, I am solely focused on getting Messiah, so I am going to pull on the Messiah banner and not just the Light Dark banner until I get him, just to make sure that we do get him as our main carry. All right, so Chachi, number 41, Chachi, Andrew, Sybil, Didding, yes, okay. So Didding is actually my alt. He's the 6th unit that I'm looking to build. So I have, what is it? The freeze guy. I have the freeze guy. Oh, hello, special guest here. Popping in. Say hi. Why are you tickling me?
Because it was just good.
All right, man, all right. All right, Victor. Okay, so we got Victor and Didding. So 2 single damage DPS units. Super excited about that. Oh, it's, yeah, the camera's following you. Okay,
Sorry,
here we go.
Sorry, guys.
All right, another Chachi the Guard. Don't know a lot about that one, but hey, we got a double Victor. So a Victor dupe on the Victor pull. That's cool. That's cool. So the 2 single DPS SR units, can't be mad at that. And do another Messiah pull here. So pity 60 pulls to pity on the Messiah banner, and then we'll move to the, if anyway, I mean, tickets left, we'll move to the regular LD pull. Okay, here we go. So not a lot of mystery here. SSR on the Messiah banner. We know what we're gonna get, but super stoked to have him to be our carry, our main carry for this account. So Ashu, Andrew. We are not going to get anything else out of this RE Vice. Andrew, Ashu. Here he is. There's the man right there. All right, Messiah. Super stoked. Okay, so we got some pieces falling in place. A couple of units already off my list. We've got our main carry. So, yep, we got Messiah. Super excited there. Taking a screenshot here to share it. Show that we got our Messiah pull, and then see what else we can get on the LD pulls for the regular LD banner. Move down here. I know you can't see behind my head. So here it is, the extra affinity summon. We can see what we can pull here. So there are quite a few SRs. I was checking out the R units. So the R units that you can still pull are still all of the R units and not just the light dark R units, which is a little unfortunate, but I get it. There's only so many light dark units in the game right now. All right, so we got an SR. So we know that's at least going to be a light dark unit. What did we pull here? All right, so number 41, Ashu, number 41, Andrew, Valerian. Yes. Okay. So Valerian is another piece that is on our team. So that is our sustain, Chachi the guard. That's 3 Chachi the guard so far. So we're going to max out Chachi the guard here. But okay. So we got our Valerian, we got our Dina, and we got our Messiah, and then we got our Ditting. So doing good on my list here. Super excited to see that. Okay. SSR here. Super early in this pity roll. So let's see what we have here. Dorothy. Awesome. So thank goodness that was just the SR. So another Dorothy. There's Chachi, another Valerian. Okay, Valerian dupe. Back to back there, Valerian dupe. So we get 2 SRs on this SR pool so far. Oh, okay, there it is. All right. So we have 2 of the 3 best games in the game. 2 of the best units in the game right now with Lily and Messiah. That is awesome. Lily was not on my list because the odds of pulling her solo a little bit better with me doing these, extra affinity pulls. But that I'm stoked. I'm stoked, guys. That is incredible. So awesome pull there. Super stoked about that. Had to throw the Dorothy dupe in there. All right, let's see. Okay, another SR. So another SR light dark. Let's see what we got here. Andrew, Ashu, Sybil, Marvel. Okay, so that is our second Marvel. All right, so Marvel dupe. At least the dupes we're getting are for usable characters, so not gonna hate on that. Another Victor. So we got 2 Victors in one pool. We got another Victor on this pool, so we are 3 Victors deep now. 2 Marvels. Not too bad. All right, Andrew. Okay, so that's what we get a Marvel and a Victor. Not bad, not bad. All right, jump cut there. Our special guest is back, and we are going to continue pulling. All right, so let's see here.
Who do we get?
We got an SR. Who's it going to be? Ashu, Sybil, Andrew, Ditting. All right, so that's a Ditting dupe. Ditting super strong on his single target DPS. So he is in our plan. So again, continuing to pull dupes that are good for the account. So no complaints there. Okay, let's see. Another SR pull here. Who is it going to be?
See.
Sybil. Number 41, Sybil. Number 41, Ashu. Number 41, Chachi, Andrew, Kazumi Kazuyo. All right, that's another good one. Good pull. No complaints there. Okay, we're back with another guaranteed pull. See what we get on this one. All right, SSR. Let's see if it's another one that's going to help us out here. And another Ling Luo dupe. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, we're using it from day 1. So that'll be 3 Ling Luos now. We'll get the guaranteed one on day 7. So not bad.
Also a good one. Pretty good healer.
She's a good healer, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So moving back up here. Okay, so this was at the end of the day yesterday. I just kind of started saving summons. So we've got 13 tin pulls here, and we're just going to go to the standard banner and see what we can do to help boost our account. We also have the 3 free summons sitting there. So 138, just shy of 14 pulls. Oh, boom. Okay, first one, we got an SSR. We got the gold there. So let's see what we get. Oh, right off the bat. Kloss. All right. Okay, good. Yeah, Kloss is good. Kloss is good. Good DPS.
She is.
We like Kloss. Andrew. RC77. Okay. Not my
We
favorite
have plenty
SR.
of her.
Yeah. Not my favorite SR there, but all right. More R's. More R's. Ashu. Okay. We got an SSR, SR pull. We like Kloss.
Some pretty good ones.
That's a pretty good one.
Pretty
All
good
right, another
one.
10 pull here, and SR. Okay.
Oh, it got tracked of me.
Got a cup. Oh, yep, it's following you there, buddy. And Rin. Okay, so we got Rin the Unbowed and Rin now. So 2 SRs there. Again, not ones that I've used a whole bunch, not ones that I've heard a whole bunch about. So if you guys have any tips on them, if they're buildable or not, I would appreciate it. Sybil. All right, so we end up with just the Rin. Okay. Just the Rin. Not too bad. All right, here we go. Another 10 pull. Another SR.
SRs aren't bad.
Nope, SRs aren't bad. They're really usable in this game. So, Viper. Okay, so we got a Viper dupe. Again, going to be building Viper eventually. Once we get, more into the later stages. Casio the Reverie. Okay, there we go. Okay, so 2 strong SRs there. One's a dupe, but still really fleshing out the SRs on this count, which again is really what I'm going for, right? Because we and another Viper dupe on the same pull. Wow. Okay, so we got 2 Vipers and Casio the Reverie dupes there. That's okay.
Not bad. Seriously, not bad.
All right, another 10 pull here. Another SR. At least one. All right, Andrew, Chachi, Vice, Andrew, Sybil, Andrew, Vice, Sybil, Chiaki. Okay, awesome. Good. Okay, so Chiaki is another viable healer. So we got the Sonya earlier. We've gotten a couple of Ling Luos. And we got Chiaki. So we've got a whole lot of...
You already got 2 healers in one video.
We did. Yeah, we're stacked up on healers. And plus we got the Valerian. So doing really good there. All right, Andrew, Sybil. I didn't see what color it was. Was it purple?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll find out. Sybil, number 41. Andrew, Sutomo. All right.
That was a good one.
We got another Sutomo dupe. Okay. Yep, that's all we get on that one.
Hey, at least we got Supo. I got what it's called.
It's okay. He's a cool looking samurai, huh? Always good to get samurais.
Always get samurai.
All right, we got Andrew, Chachi. So we max duped our rare characters a long time ago, but that's, we've done a lot of pulls today. So there's another Kazumi Kazuyo. Okay, so that's a good one, but one we've already gotten. So we're getting a lot of dupes on the SRs. Still missing a Kraken. Really, I think the biggest piece that we're missing from the team that I was going for. We subbing Diddingen for him in a couple of fights. So that's okay there, but we really just want to pull that Kraken.
And a Kraken is a pretty good one.
Yeah, Kraken with that freeze is awesome. I didn't see what color this one turned either. Oh, Obal. Yes. Yes. All right, we like us some Obal. All right, so we didn't get the Kraken. Oh, there's a Valerian dupe. Okay, awesome. We didn't get the Kraken, but we got the Obal, so there's still some control there. We like the freeze a little bit better. Oh, yes! Real mocha. Okay, so my focus, like I said early on, is going to be on advancing as far as I can with the Messiah, right? But Real Mocha is an absolute beast for the Doki Doki fight, so we will take that all day long. A lot of people are going to use her for a select banner. She was on my list as possibly select banner. Now we don't have to do that, so I'll have to reevaluate what we want to do there. But yes, really
Got two new ones on that one.
Liked it. All right, so another SR here.
Really sad. Probably, please tell us that we'll get Kraken.
Hoping for the Kraken here. What do we get? Andrew, Vice, Andrew, and it's a turn dot. All right, we got another turn dot. All right.
Hey, at least
Not
she
a
is,
Kraken.
but she is a good one.
We'll take an SR, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we got 5 more of these 10 pulls here. Another SR. Come on, Kraken.
Come on, Kraken. Please make it a charge.
Chachi is not a Kraken. Number 41. Chachi, Andrew, Vice, Andrew. You're going to have all these memorized. Chachi. And another Didding tube. Okay. Hey, look, we're getting pretty deep into Didding here, so that's pretty cool. And another Dina. Wow. Okay.
Dina's a good one at least.
We're getting some strong dupes here. Again, these are characters that I was planning on using, planning on building, so those dupes are nothing but good, right? We'll take them.
Hopefully we get Kraken on this one.
I have a limited roster that I was aiming for here, so pulling multiples of those characters doesn't reflect. There's another Mizuki Makoto. And remember, she was the second unit that we pulled. Very second unit that we pulled. Now we get a dupe on her. Again, I don't know a whole lot about her. I don't know what her kit looks like yet, so I need to look into that. Because maybe, oh, there, yes! Chiaki the Echo. Okay, sweet. Now, with that Chiaki the Echo pull, we are only, Oboro, another samurai. We are only missing the Kraken from our pull plan. Right, so super excited there to get that Chiaki the Echo. I know Oren is still trying to pull one. I don't know if he finally got one last night. I didn't get to finish the stream, but I know that he's been desperately pulling for that Chiaki the Echo. We pulled one there, so super stoked. We like that one, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. 7-7.
RC77, number 41, Sybil. Look, they blessed us with a Chiaki and another Dina dupe. All right, another Dina dupe. Wow,
hey,
we're going to max out that Dina.
Good, she is a good one.
Dina is a really good one. We're going to get her maxed out. And another Viper dupe.
We're going to max out a Viper.
We're going to have some max dupe characters here. I'm excited. We got the Chiaki.
We're going to max out a lot of characters.
We are. So we got another SR here. Let's see what we get. Andrew... Gray. Hey, a Gray dupe. I haven't seen a lot of those. So, Gray is definitely usable. Another Oboro. The Gray dupe, that's interesting. I've honestly done a lot of pulls. I did a lot of pulls in the beta, and I think that's the first Gray dupe that I've ever actually gotten.
Got a Gray dupe on
one more 10 pull here. And it's an SR.
SR? Not bad. Not bad.
Come on, are we going to pull a Kraken on our last 10 pull?
Come on, please.
Number 41, Vice, Chachi, and Yang. It's a Yang. And it's Chiaki.
Chiaki!
Okay. We got 2 so far. They can give us another one.
Yeah.
Come on. You holding out a Kraken on us?
No. Please.
And it's turned on. 3 SR pull. I would have traded all 3 of those. For our Kraken, but we didn't get it. Okay. So let's see where we're at on the pity here. 18 pulls away. We've got the 5 tickets and the 3 free pulls. So we're going to do single pulls here to get it down to an even 10 on the pity, and then our next 10 pull, we'll run up the pity. So let's see what we get here. Okay. So an SR on a single pull. Hey, that's pretty cool. Single pull SR. Who did we get?
Please don't tell us.
Another Gray dupe. Wow. So I just did my whole spiel about not getting Gray dupes, and I get 2 back to back.
Dupe isn't Gray isn't a bad one.
Nope, Gray's not a bad one. He's definitely a solid character. All right, so here we're pulling just the R on the single pull. That's what I expected. We'll take the Gray dupe as a bonus, though, right? Andrew. No. Super. Never have enough Andrews.
Always have to get Andrew. What is wrong with Andrew?
It doesn't help that there's 2 of them, so.
Comment down below why Andrew is everywhere.
Andrew's all over the place. Got an Ashu there. Got another rare here. Skip through that. That's a Chachi. All right, so we got 4 more of the pulls here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we hit the pity. We hit the pity. We got the SSR on this one.
A gold one's not bad.
Yeah, we won a gold. We won a gold. Who we get?
Oh!
Slintz. Okay.
Okay,
Slintz is nice. Slintz is cool. She's not in my build plan right now, but I love stacking these SSR characters for later because I'm so focused on building the Messiah that I'm not super worried about spending so many resources that I can't start looking at these PvP teams. And I don't know where Slintz fits into that, but stacking these SSRs that I may not be using right away, and there's a Kazuyo. Stacking these SSRs that I may not be using right away is still super cool for some PvP teams that I may want to build later on.
And that's, why is that dude everywhere?
Okay, so that we are fresh out of pulls. That is all of the pulls for this video. Really appreciate you guys joining us. We had a lot of fun making this. I've had a ton of fun in this game so far. I'm going to get back to the grind. Like I said, I do have a plan for another video that I'm going to do today. I haven't shot anything for that video yet because I was so focused yesterday on pushing to get Union, to get both these unions up and going. I've been constantly trying to add people into these unions. On Shadow Links, we are getting like 5 to 6 applications a second. It's been insane. So sorting through all that, we have predetermined rosters, but just getting those people in has been a challenge, right? So sorting through all that, getting all that done, but we're going to get back to the grind today. And I'll start shooting for the second video. And what we're setting up here is an R-only challenge, right? So we're only going to be using our blue rare units on the second account. We're going to push it as far as we can. Now, I'm not going to like brick the account. If I have, the best gear that I can get for these rare units, I have everything maxed out. I've put a ridiculous amount of resources into it and they just can't climb. Then we'll probably alter the rules a little bit. We'll either pull in 1 or 2 SR units and see if we can go from there, make it a 2-3 deal or something like that. But first, I want to push these R units as far as I possibly can, mostly for myself, just to kind of get used to the idea of building just whatever you have, right? And seeing how far you can take it. And so that's kind of the whole idea behind it. I'll start shooting some footage for that. We've already got the account past chapter 5 on the story. So we're unlocking everything. We'll do PvP with our only units. We'll do, our union battle. We'll do whatever we can with our only units. Push it as hard as we can, as far as we can. And I think it'll just be fun. So like I said, it's not my main account. My main account is the one you guys just saw these pulls for. We got our Messiah. We're still missing our Kraken. So if I do some more pulls today, I'll record those and we'll do an update video with our special guest, and hopefully he can celebrate with us if we pull that Kraken. So again, thanks guys. I really appreciate everybody who's here. I really am enjoying this game. I plan on continuing to create content for it. So if you enjoyed the video, stick around and we'll be back. Thanks.